All right, guys, back by Dope Demands. We're gonna do Mutant X review issue number 5 from Marvel Comics. I was hesitating to do another follow up because I think the story is very unfocused, and but there's some people in my chat said, "Hey, please continue the story," and I said, "Okay, you ask, and I you shall receive." Yeah, if my subscribers want to do a series, I'm gladly gonna do it. Right, but I have to admit that Howard Mackie, who is the writer, I don't know what his plan is with the Mutant X. It has promise, and I like the premise, but he is going a little bit in circles with the story, and I don't know. The art is very wonky sometimes, and sometimes it's not really logical where the story is going. This one art is better because of Tom Raney's art. And if you want to know what the story is all about, you can, first of all, I'm sorry, pause the video. I really like this when Marvel did this, small recap. We have all these people that, I would normally call them heroes, but they are not heroes. And then we have the recap of what happened in the last issue because, Maddie becoming or is Goblin Queen, although they call her Marvel Woman, and she has telekinesis. But if we go to the first page, blasting energy from your fingertips is not telekinesis. Telekinesis is something invisible, because you are moving stuff with your mind. And she's definitely blasting energy bolts. And art, like I said, this looks great. And it seems that the town is run over by, the Green Goblin. Totally no coincidence. And it looks great. Looks great. Tom Raney is a good artist. I wish he stayed on this book. Unfortunately, that's not the case. The story here is that they are the Six, that's how this supergroup is calling themselves, is helping Man-Spider, not Spider-Man, but Man-Spider, defeating these demons. But Maddie says, these are not demons. And he says, you could have fooled me, Madeline. And I'm thinking that the Green Goblin might disagree with you as well. I mean, also, I believe Bloodstorm is probably the most popular character of this whole group. There's also from Marvel Legends an action figure made of her. Maybe I should take that. I mean, what is she blasting? I mean, this doesn't look like lightning, by the way. Still looks good. I mean, the art looks really, really good. Also, like the design of the Green Goblin, especially these are not gloves, but these finger hands thingies. It just looks, I don't know, it looks cool. But he has also some WWE belt around his waist. Right. Anyway. So, yeah, cool double page. Like it. And Alex says, how do you know they're not demons? Spider-Man called us because he knew Osborn was planning a big move against all the crime syndicates, and these demons were way out of his league. And she says, well, probably Man-Spider is not the best authority figure to believe. And she says that she is, once upon a time, saved her son because he was abducted, went to hell or something because he was kidnapped by Sim and Nashir. You probably heard that, these guys somewhere in the Marvel Universe, right? And she says, I also know that because demons don't melt, only clones do. And she is also talking about Man-Spider involving in the cloning debacle, when this reality is totally different than the 616 universe, the original one, right? All right, and then she says, hey, Norman Osborn is no Goblin King. He's a criminal genius, but he's a fraud, speaking because of the demon stuff. We got to get Osborn if this fight is going to end, Alex. You and the rest clean up here. I've taken the Fallen with me. The Fallen? Oh, man. So he realizes that she's acting strange again, right? We only are 5 issues in. And he doesn't like it that the Fallen, is going with her because he doesn't trust that guy. And then we see another recap about who these people are, that the reality that he came from, the 616, our universe, is different. That Storm is bitten by Dracula, becoming a vampire. Bobby is cannot control his ice powers because of Loki. Hank McCoy is turning into the Brute and becoming a little bit dumber, losing his intelligence. Is this the Ghost Rider? It's not the Ghost Rider, but definitely looks like him. All right. So he says, I need to send somebody after him. Hey, Brute, Henry, I need your help. And he comes very aggressively. I need your help, Henry. Maddie needs your help. Sure, Havok. Anything for you and Maddie. You both treat me nice. What can I do? Money's gone into the Bugle building after the Green Goblin. The Fallen has gone with her, and the Fallen is mean, Alex. I don't like him. Yeah, he says that is the reason that we're gonna send you after him. So he's gonna do that. And then Maddie says, hey, find the false one for me, Fallen one. But he's getting attacked by the Green Goblin, right? And he's falling down. You dare to enter the Goblin's lair, woman? I dare, she says. The Goblin Queen dares. Now, again, I think this writing is a little bit wonky, wobbly. I mean, how many times did she's been called Marvel Woman in this book? 2 times, 3 times? She's constantly calling herself the Goblin Queen. Why not make her just Goblin Queen and get on with it, right? She says, you have stepped out of the line, Osborn, bringing undue attention to the denizens of the underworld, those who are mine to control. So fucking what? Sorry. Damn it. YouTube doesn't like it when I say that word. So what? What does it mean? I mean, these are just fake demons, not real demons, but there's a thought behind that, right? My goblin persona was merely a ploy, child, a way of just striking fear in those who would seek to stand in the way of my global domination. Dude, you global domination, really? You are not Doom. Now are you telling me, dear woman, that you believe in all this supernatural drivel? Yeah. So she says, hey, I'm going to kill you. And she says, you die tonight, Osborn. I admire your what's that word? Temerity? Maybe it's just something like tenacious. But then Man Spider comes in, saving the day, right? And he's, doing his usual spiel, talking and fighting and joking. But something happens to Maddie. She's, I don't know, powering up, losing control. Why? I mean, she just being saved by Spider-Man, right? And she's perfectly calm here. And somehow she's just going crazy. But then the next page, she just, jumps up Spider-Man, right? It's okay, Madeline, I've got it all under control now. You can cut this, whatever this is, out. Or Madeline, Miss Summers, Marvel Woman, silence, she says. Do you have any idea what's going on here? Fool, can't you see it? She is insane. There's murder in her eyes. Now unbind me so we might have a fighting chance. He says, nah, not going to do that. And so Maddie says, hey, stand back. The Goblin dies tonight. He says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's calm down and take a breath, Miss Summers. I know what it's like. Norman can really get under your skin with all this talk. But it's over, and I need to remind you, we're the good guys. We don't kill. And she says, consider this my resignation. And she's blasting him away. He says, why would you? And I'm still not sure why his spider sense is not tingling, because she's attacking him, right? That's the reason why he has spider sense, that it senses danger. So Goblin says, hey, free me right now. And she says, you call too much attention to yourself, Goblin. Too much attention to the arcane arts, false they yours may be. So, and then she's talking about Doctor Strange. And because Spider-Man said something here as well, because Doctor Strange did something, all right? Something about the madness. Not sure what it means. So since this is a total different universe with different backgrounds and different stories, we don't know what's going on. But we've been told, not shown, but told, that Doctor Strange, that the whole debacle sensitized this world to the dangers of the supernatural. The so-called Sorcerer Supreme and those who served the powers of lights were placed into custody or in custody, driven from your cities, or otherwise forced to abstain from their arts. Okay, how's that a bad thing? But as they are wont to do, the sheep of this world were more than willing to bury the recent history in an attempt to forget the things which go bump in the night. Isn't that a good thing, somehow? No longer are they vigilant against those who dwell in the realm of shadows. And then you came along. You had to play into and recall their fears. You remind them of all the unearthly. You bring their attention back to where I do not want them to be. Sounds overly complicated, right? She is making a fuss out of nothing, I guess, right? I mean, what have you do with your denizens of the underworld lately? I don't know. Nothing, maybe? Anyway, so Spider-Man, so he says, hey, she's going to kill me. Spider says, nah, it'll be fine, right? And then finally, now his spider sense is tingling, and he attacks the Goblin Queen. Warren comes in, the Fallen, rips him open. I think, yeah, this is cool. Art looks cool. I like the details here with the muscles and stuff. Looks great. But then they are falling down, and he says, let me out of here. I'm Norman Osborn. I'm the Green Goblin. Where is the cut? You know? Where is your stomach bleeding, right? Open. It's so weird. And she says, you are nothing but a man, Osborn. A frightened man who has walked far too close to the Shadow Realm and is about to be consumed by it. What do you mean Shadow Realm? They are clones. They are not real. But then Hank comes in. He says, oh, I keep her safe from the Green Goblin. Keep her safe from the Fallen. He has a smile on his face. And then, oh no! Now it's here. What a weird... Anyway. She says, soon all will fall before the Goblin Queen. You two are merely the first. Oh no. And they are dead. They're gone. Forever. Of course, Hank saw that. They turn around. They see that Hank saw that. And he wants to flee, tell Alex. But he's been stopped by the Fallen. And he says, Madeline says, how nice of you to join us, Henry. What is it, Henry? What is it you think you've seen? What is it that terrifies you so? You did a bad thing. I'm going to tell Alex. Haven't always been your friend, Henry? Man-Spider was our friend. He was a good guy. We're supposed to be the good guys. I want you to forget everything you have seen, Henry. Can you do that for me? She says, no. And then she sent the Fallen to him. Maybe you deal with him, she says. Hear me, you pathetic simpleton. You are not to speak of that of which you have witnessed tonight. You did a bad thing, a very bad thing, he says. Look at me. I'm not afraid of you, Warren. You're just mean. I'm strong, and I was smart than once too. Smarter than all of you. Bobby says, and Bobby's my friend. Yes, Bobby is your friend. Bobby is the only one that has ever really been nice to you. He's a great guy, a good friend. As your good friend, and your good friend is the first one I will kill if you speak one word of what has transpired tonight. First Bobby, then Alex, then Aurora, and then their sweet innocent Ma and Pa McCoy. I'll track them down to the little old farm and tear their house from their chests. It will be because their son was bad. Their son didn't care about them enough to be quiet. He didn't like that, so he fights then the Fallen, right? He says, stay away. But then, right, Alex and the others come, and then Maddie says, oh no, it was Hank. Hank did all this. He's going to a berserker rage. He's now fighting the Fallen, and he killed Man-Spider and the Green Goblin. So, of course, Alex, stupid as he is, well, he's not stupid, but he couldn't know, right? He says, hey, let him go, right? And he says, do it now. And then he's fleeing. Later, the police is tracking him down to this is so weird. I mean, look at this house. It looks like a shed or a wood or a garage. Probably a garage. But then the city is all... I don't know. Why is a wooden garage here in the middle of the city? Weird. Anyway, so Alex says, hey, you should give up. You shouldn't have attacked the policeman. We didn't see that, by the way. He says, they were mean to me, Alex. They weren't going to hurt me. He says, who did the bad thing, Hank? I'm not allowed to say. Why not, Hank? Can you tell me it'll be our secret? No, I can't. He hurt them all. Who will hurt them? No, I can't tell. I'm a good friend and a good son, says Hank. But then he's being attacked, right? He says, they did the bad thing, not me. It wasn't me. Why don't you believe me? But then Bloodstorm and Bobby comes in, Iceman, and now he's placed in arrest. He says, there's no way, Alex. We gave you a chance, but he's losing. Even the police could see it. They took the first shot. If we didn't do our way, they would have taken him out for good. Those bullets are adamantium laced. She says, don't blame yourself. It was bound to happen with Hank sooner or later. We all saw it coming and refused to accept the possibility. We all have failed him by letting him serve on the team. We've done a bad thing. What did you say? I said we all failed Hank. Why? Nothing. All right. Hank, do you want me send a message to your parents for you? Should I tell them that you are a good son or not? He says, I will be a good son. Of course you will, Hank. Of course you will. All right, that leads us to the next issue. This was a little bit better than I thought. There's some problems here that I addressed, and the art looks great. Like I said, unfortunately, the story is wonky. The art is very wonky till bad, especially with the facial expressions. Even with Tom Raney's art, I like for the most part Tom Raney's art, but if you look at this page, right, the second one and the third one, third page, and then you go here, it's not bad, but I don't know, something wonky about it. Maybe it's just me. But, for the most part, Tom Raney's art is really, really, really good. Especially here, it's just, really nice. Fortunately, this is not consistent in the upcoming issues. But if you want to see me do more, please leave a comment and let me know what you think about this. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.